What's going on? Can't hear him. You'll have to plug your headphones in, that's the problem. They didn't clear my name up. He's not there. Are you here? You're not loud.
All right, testing. Can you hear me
Oh,
now?
God! Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Look, Lance, I feel like this whole thing's been dragging on long enough. But but okay. Explain your case here, Lance. Explain. I
Well,
just want you. Oh, first off, just want to say sorry for the technical difficulties. I just wanted to adjust my microphone. Again, sole purpose of this stream, just just trying to settle this just one last time, because because Lance, I have to be honest here, man. Sup, Juggalo Gamer in the chat? Alright, Lance. To be honest, you say that you want to move on from all this drama, right?
yes, that's correct.
Yes. But the thing is, Lance, in order to, if you truly want to move on from us, if you truly do not care, rather than just keep on talking about it and then reporting our videos, you could just simply just ignore us altogether. Don't report them. Don't watch the videos. Don't not listen, Lance. I'm willing to be civil with you without yelling at you or anything. But this isn't the way that you want to move on. All right. If you want to move on from myself, Dan, or Gage, just don't pay any more mind to him. But you have to
Alright.
understand why people have so much animosity to you. You have to understand why. And look, I get it, Lance. I understand you want to make friends. Trust me, I've been there. I know what it's like to be lonely. But doing what you're doing, Lance, it's not the way to make friends. I'm just telling you this right now. Like telling people to be friends with you and then trying to guilt trip them to be friends with you is not the way to make friends. Do you understand what I'm getting at there?
Yes.
And I will oh sorry, excuse me. And I also hear you saying that people should not acknowledge what you have done in the past. Look,
Well, it's in the past now.
but the thing is, Lance, I have to be very honest with you. Look, I don't think you're a pedo, Lance. I'm just gonna say that right now. I don't think you're a pedo, but you do understand why people think that it's suspicious that now you will sign up to a website because you did said that.
No, it's just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, but you do. But I want to have another question with you. I'm
Sure.
pretty sure you're aware of who Ronnie Vane is, right?
Yes, I understand. He's a creep.
But it's but you're talking with this guy, and something tells me the reason why you're still talking to him because he had the same animosity with Gage, just like you do. And honestly, that sounds pretty petty.
I'll stop talking with him.
Are you sure about that, Lance?
I promise I'll stop.
Because quite honestly, people like Ronnie Vane, Ozzy Tiger, and Premium 99, they're all bad news.
I won't talk with any of them. In fact, I just left Ronnie Vane's Discord.
I do heard that you just deleted Discord altogether,
Yes.
and your reasoning is that people ignoring your posts and people are criticizing you. Yeah,
Yes.
I can understand Discord could be a very toxic place at times. But here's the thing: I've been making posts too that people often ignore, but I don't, not to toot my own horn there, but I don't cry about it when people ignore my posts. If people like what I post, that's good. If people don't like it, then oh well.
There's no reason to cry over it.
But the thing is, Lance, whenever people call you out on anything, you get extremely defensive over it. So much so that you go on to a point of making false accusations towards them. You did it with Gage, and and, and you wonder why he has so much animosity towards him because of that, especially after what he had been through as a child, him being sexually abused. Do you understand how that feels towards him when you falsely accuse him of being a pedophile?
Yes. That's very painful.
But why did you falsely accuse him to begin with?
Because he just wouldn't leave me alone. I had to say something.
But but calling him a pedo without any evidence isn't the way to do it, Lance. That's especially when you admitted that the reason why you do it in the first place is to get the heat off of you and onto him. Isn't that rather suspicious?
Yes, it is kind of sus.
Even if you and let me get even if you are mad at Gage for what he said about you, that still isn't an excuse for making false accusations towards some Lance. Not at all. Look, Lance, all I'm saying is you making mass reports towards people who called you out. It's not is isn't a good way to solve your problems. It's just gonna have a lot of people get on to you, get really angry at you. And it also shows that you have something to hide. Don't take this the wrong way, but that's exactly what it comes across as. And then and and get this, Lance. All of this started it is because you made a mimic account of Gage back back in I don't know back in June. Even after no one has ever talked about you for like 6 months. Lance, you wonder why I
Yes.
haven't been. You wonder why I haven't been tweeting about you as of late.
Why?
Because I know because if I do that, you'll get extremely defensive over it. Because I feel that you cannot take criticism well. That's your problem, Lance. You cannot handle criticism that well. And criticism can be yes, take people criticizing you. Yes, it does suck. But the purpose of Criticism is to make people get better at your craft. You know what I'm getting at?
There's always room for improvement.
And that's why we tell you to get help. But the problem is you don't believe there's anything wrong with you. You don't seem to understand that the reason why we tell you to get help because we want you to improve yourself as a person. Try to own up, fess up, own up to what you did, and actually take a break from social media for a while just to wind yourself up. Just and this is literally the best advice we can give you. But the problem is, Lance, you wouldn't listen to us. You just rather listen to people who just just blindly follow you and believe everything you say and praise you without question. And that's not a way to improve, Lance. In all honesty, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is there anything you want to say?
I just wanted to say I'm truly sorry. I didn't want all this to happen.
You didn't want all this to happen, but
Did not want it to happen. No.
okay. You even once made a campaign to get Gage flagged off the platform by giving people $5.
I later deleted the tweet.
You deleted that tweet.
Yes.
But why did it in the first place? Wait, was it because you were mad at the time?
Yes.
Look, Lance, there are times that I get mad at you for all the things that you do, but not once have I ever had people have people go on a false report to take your channel down. Because as much as I don't like you, Lance, I still don't care what you post on YouTube. You can post all your music. I don't have a problem with that. My main problem with you, Lance, is the way you handle people criticizing you. That's our main problem with you, and how you retaliate towards criticism, towards the people who called you out, and towards the people who told you to go out and seek some mental help.
That's only for people who have a suicidal problem. I'm not suicidal.
But even then, that's no excuse, Lance. I mean, I had thoughts of suicide too, but even then, that doesn't mean that's still no excuse for doing fucked up shit, Lance. Do you know what I'm getting at here?
I understand.
Usually, I often get to go out and seek mental help for it because I want to get better. I want to improve myself. Granted, and I still do need help, Lance. I'm still willing to seek for some mental help because I want to improve myself. Lance, you're only a year older than I am. You're about to be 30 next year. I'm only 28.
I can't just give up. I have a life to live.
Yeah, but there are ways of living it. There are better ways of living it that are rather to just lashing out at people for calling you out for visiting a shady website. Now, look, Lance. Even if you somehow didn't believe that people told you that that website is fucked up, and yet you wanted to check it out anyway out of sheer curiosity, the moment you see people posting fucked up shit on that website, you would have just immediately got the fuck out of there. But the problem is, you've been on that website for a month, if not more. and somehow you still don't see that you somehow still don't know why people has such a problem with that, because that comes as extremely suspicious. Again, I'm not calling you a pedophile, but do you understand what I'm getting at here?
Yes, I understand.
Look, Lance, I'm saying is, if you don't like people that just call you out, just simply ignore them. That's all I'm trying to tell you. And when I mean ignore them, Lance, I don't mean report the videos to get them flagged down. Trust me, Lance, I have people make videos on me. I have a guy who made fun of the way I talk, for peace sake. And that video is still up. You know what I did with that video? I just laugh at him because it's funny to me. For
Okay.
Pete's sake, and for fuck's sake, Lance, I even received death threats. I just got those out too. And I received my fair share of criticism as well. But you know what I did with the criticism I get? I usually take them and use those criticism to try to improve myself. Now, oh, all right. Jocko Gamer said everyone has a different opinion in this world, and everybody gets criticized on how the world works. If nobody can handle being criticized, then don't go outside anymore or quarantine yourself. Exactly.
Well, it's a good thing COVID hit.
You know, if I had nothing to do with COVID, but okay then. Lance, can you even explain your case here a bit more?
Well, we're only human. We make mistakes. And I made the biggest mistake of my life by going to a website that I didn't rarely know about until I saw what it was. And I stayed there for 1 month, and it was disgusting. I wanted to vomit.
But you said you stayed there for 1 month. You said you saw people post stuff on that website that you find disgusting, right?
Right.
Look, Lance, you not don't understand why people find that suspicious. The moment you saw people post these disgusting things, you would just immediately just leave that website and never come back. Do you know what I did when I first heard about that website?
What?
My first instinct is fuck no. I don't want to go into that website. I hope that site gets fucking reported, and I hope those who are responsible for running that website get fucking investigated. That's my reaction towards it. And I hope the creator of said website gets fucking thrown in fucking prison, which I'm glad he fucking did. But you've been there for over a month, Lance, and you saw what was happening there.
Right.
Did people actually told you what that set was like before you
Yes.
joined it?
They explained it in the video that I found.
But you went there anyway, and you signed up to it.
That was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that.
Lance,
Now, the long term effect, I'm fucked.
Lance, Lance, Lance. Look, the moment you saw people post things on that website, you should just leave and never come back to it at the very least. But you've been there for over a month.
That was back in 2020. It's 2021, and I want
It,
to change my life around.
yeah, but it doesn't matter how long ago it was, Lance. You still did it regardless. Look. I want to go. All I'm saying is this, Lance. If you truly want to move on from all this, don't even don't even acknowledge the likes of Gage, Cass, Dan, or myself. 'Cause the reason why I'm doing this stream just to sell this one last time. All right. If you wanted to ignore us, fine. And look, thing, Lance. Here's the thing. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to like me, and that's fine. We all have different freedom of speech. But Lance, we have freedom of speech too. Freedom of speech goes both ways.
Right.
Just because people called you off for being on a website, doesn't mean that they should be flagged down for it. And the thing is, Lance, you keep telling yourself that you're innocent, and I, can you actually prove that you're innocent? Because
I
that's why
could
I've been
say
asking you this so tired time.
I could say
What's
this.
that, Lance?
I could say this.
What?
I would never harm anybody. I wouldn't do anything wrong. That's what I could say.
I'm having a hard time believing it, but if you believe so, okay then. Look, Lance. I don't know about Gage. I don't know about anyone else, but you don't you don't have to worry about me ever tweeting about you again, unless you've done something that I find that is extremely fucked up. You don't have to worry about me tweeting about you, but
Okay.
you gotta have to understand why people have such a problem with you, especially when you go out of your way to harass people that criticize you. That's another problem I had with you. You claim that you want to move on, but your actions are pretty much says differently.
I just want to get over it. I don't see what's such a big deal about it.
Well, you visit a website that contains pedophilia,
I know that now.
and you've been there for over a month. That and you didn't do anything.
That I didn't know where to start. I could have just went to a
It-
website called FBI.gov or something.
but
I
Lance,
didn't I didn't think about it.
if you don't know what you're doing, then you shouldn't be on the website to begin with.
That's what I'm agreeing with. Yes.
But you you went there anyway. You
And I
did.
should have never went there in the first place.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. You should have never went there, but you did. Look, Lance, I know you're not going to take my advice, but all I'm have to say is this: if you want to improve yourself, if you want people to just get off your back, actually take a break for social media. I'm pretty sure your audience will understand, and actually try to get some help. And look, in no, Lance, just because you have help in the past doesn't mean you still need help now. I had help once, but I still need it today, and I'm still wanting to get help today because I want to improve myself. Yeah, you might not be in the internet for a while, but in all honesty, Lance, it's pretty much for your own good. You claim that there's nothing wrong with you, there's nothing mentally unstable about you, but your actions and the way that you carry yourself when it comes to people calling you out pretty much says differently. I mean, look how you reacted on Gage's stream.
Look how I'm acting on your stream now. You're such a chill guy. You're a cool guy. You're someone I could be almost friends with.
Uh,
But all this internet stuff is degrading. It's tearing me down.
Lance, look, Lance. Honestly, I don't really don't want to be your friend. I just wanted to. I just saying this as a concerned party,
I
just for
understand
your,
that you're
just,
concerned.
just for your own sake. That's why I keep. That's why me, Gage, Dan keep telling you to get help because you're going down this self-destructive path. And unless you really think that you being internet famous is going to actually help solve your problems,
Someday. Not today, not tomorrow, but someday.
but going, but judging by the path you're going down, I don't see how that's going to be possible. I mean, unless you actually get help for yourself, then this might be a possibility.
I already
And if
see a
not,
doctor.
well, I think you should still, I think you should still see it. Look, Lance, all I have to say is this: leave Gage alone, leave Dan alone, leave Cass alone. We don't even acknowledge them. If you don't like what they say, fine. But that doesn't mean that there should be deep platform for it. Don't report them. Don't do anything. None of us even report your videos. We simply just don't care what you do. Now, you have any last words before I end this?
Nobody likes me. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Lance, you want Lance? You want to know why people don't like you?
Yes.
It's because you have done a bunch of shady things to people. You harass people for calling you out. You you create an account on that website that contains a bunch of illegal material. Not to mention you make false accusations towards people. And Gage is not the only person you've done this to. You've done it with Belle Demosity. You've been stalking her as well. At the beginning of all of this, back last year, Lance, honestly, what you're doing is not healthy. All I have to say, Lance, is just move on.
All
Don't
right.
even acknowledge us. Don't even make videos on us. All right. I don't know
All
about
right.
Gage and everyone else, but we the thing is, guys, we were willing to move on from you, but you just came back 6 months later after Cass's first stream. All right, then I'm gonna I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. This is Anthony Hunter. Sign off.